Almost got eaten by a great white shark in South Africa on my engagement trip to my husband. My name is Jessica Klodnicki, and I'm the CEO of KT Tape. Yeah, I mean, we don't go on vacations that don't consist of adventure, and so my husband and I traveled to South Africa with some friends. We got engaged in the air at 20,000 feet on the way to South Africa, and then he proceeded to try and kill me. So we went into a pretty sketchy shark diving operation in South Africa. There's a little port so that you can take photographs of the critters, and the shark accidentally came through the hole into the cage with us. And apparently I leaped like people can walk on water, because I leaped out of the cage and that happened. That's probably maybe one of the craziest things I've done. That I said I'd try anything once. That's one I definitely won't repeat. I thought I was going to be a journalist. Loved it, loved cracking open the story. Had an intervention by a professor, a smart professor, who said, actually, I think you really might like marketing. And I didn't even know what that was. And I just fell in love with it, because it was all the storytelling piece, but combined with the business side of things. My real expertise is coming in and diagnosing a brand that was once great or had its peak, and figuring out how to bring it back to relevance or re-energizing the brand. But my heart and soul was always in outdoor and sports. So back to the beginning, where I interned for the US bobsled team, I really was always looking for some way to get into the sporting goods industry, but it was kind of hard to break into. And so I kept applying for jobs, kept interviewing. And if you didn't grow up in that space at the time, it was really hard, especially as a young female, to break into that world. It is daunting walking into a building for your first day of work, being the CEO, because there's nobody there to onboard you, orient you, tell you what to do, tell you what the priorities are. It's kind of a weird feeling. My passion has always been really strategy, rebuilding brands, product development pipeline. And when I see those opportunities, I get real excited. So when KT Tape called and presented the opportunity to take that brand forward, I was really excited to join as CEO 7 or 8 months ago. What is it? Why does it work? How does it work? So it is to empower movement to unleash everybody's potential. We really have to show more people why kinesiology tape in particular, our main product, why that is for them, why it's not just for elite athletes, and how it can help them, prepare, perform, recover from whatever it is they're passionate about. Having a clear path, a clear and simple path for everybody is so critical and seems super fundamental. The CEO's job is being the chief reminder officer. I believe we have to treat everybody like they're smart, treat everybody like they're a part of running the business. And so I try to over-index on communicating the strategy to everybody in the building, making sure it's clear, communicating the wins, the losses, everything, so that everybody feels ownership and everybody's all in it together. There's no reason why you can't be having fun together along the way. One thing I've learned is I pretty much take every call almost. If it's somebody I know or have a connection with, no matter who it is, no matter what their position is, I love taking those calls if I can help. Partly, you just never know what kind of connection you're going to make, whether it's, I constantly get, hey, could you talk to so-and-so? She's thinking about a career change. Or, hey, I think you should meet this person. And I think I am super busy, so you'd think that would be difficult to do. But I always feel like if you can find the time and the margin of the time to help folks out, I'm finding that down the road, those things always open up other new relationships, other new connections. And frankly, for me, it was all about just a lot of relationships and leaving the door open, even when there's no motive, just keeping the door open and keeping a lot of relationships warm that ultimately resulted in those opportunities.